Now you're thinking to yourself, oh, okay, you used a jetpack to get away. It's kind of a cool cutscene way to get around. No, it's not! You get to use the jetpack! So welcome back to Minority Report, everybody. This is one of my favorite levels because, yeah, you get this jetpack. This extremely impractical jetpack. Look at how great this is. These enemies, I don't even have to fight these enemies. I can fly past them. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck. No, I'm not. I'm in a jetpack. Life is amazing. Now, one thing I do want to point out about this jetpack that I absolutely love is that the fire just spews out the back. John Anderson's butt should be on fire. So the first room's there, you can kind of just run past them. This room's a little bit more difficult because you actually have to defeat a certain amount of enemies. So I died a lot here. One trick you can do is get up really high here and just deal with enemies. That's a new move that I'm showing off there. It is grab the enemy and throw them. It doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. So you'll notice sometimes he'll say, "Get out of my way," when he's not actually throwing a person. Like right there. That's just part of the move. It adds the sounds and everything. But that's one of my favorite moves in the game. I actually forgot about it until this level. Look at that. That's great. That's absolutely great. So you fight one wave of enemies, and that opens the yellow line, which is behind me. But the main thing you want is this red line, and that'll let you get to the final part of the level. So I'm kind of speeding through it, but this is the part of the level that you're gonna get stuck on if you're playing this. It's pretty tough, and it's because there are so many of these red-armed guys. Now normally they're not so bad, but the guy with the machine gun, you saw there, he did about 1/3 of my health. Yeah, that's what I think about that. Alright, so I didn't get the rail kill, but that's fine. Now, using the jetpack to take out enemies is a kind of viable option. You'll see in here, I'm trying to get you a little bit of motion sickness there. It's not very effective. It's kind of hard to hit people. The jetpack's kind of touchy. It's hard to go exactly where you want without stopping. But you can already see I'm at pretty low health. I'm not gonna make it through there. And that is partially because so many of those red armband guys have riot machine guns. So you lose, you're right back at the beginning. At least this is fun. Whee! Okay, so this is the other thing I wanted to show you. The red line where we need to go is right across from us, but this is another spot you can go to, the yellow line. You get a riot machine gun for yourself, which is not very effective, and some health if you really need it. But otherwise, there's the red line, and we can go back to where we were a minute ago. Now, I would recommend not going for this guy first, and actually going for the guy with the riot machine gun, because if you take him out quickly, you're better off for this fight up here. The riot machine gun, which, you know, of course you can use, it's pretty good, but it's not very good over long range. That guy couldn't decide if he wanted to go off or not, so I don't have time for that. Gotta go fight these other guys. So one thing you want to do is you want to kind of keep moving and watching out for these riot machine gun guys. You can use the riot machine gun on them. As you can see, it kind of stuns them while they're being hit. But otherwise, it's not too effective. Doesn't do very much damage. If you got some riot shotgun shells, you can use those. But yeah, these guys will get you. Really, the guys with the concussion rifles aren't so bad. I tried to take them out there. Didn't go so well. So, if you get desperate, just start shooting them. Don't let them shoot you, because that's where you're going to start running into problems. I'm getting lucky and they're dropping health pretty well. Now, one thing that you've noticed is that I've been able to speed through this level because of the jetpack. And that's kind of true. So what makes this last part so difficult is that you're in these huge open areas, and you have to fight a lot of guys with guns, and you can't just speed past them in this last part. So I'm cruising around. Okay, there's the secret. There. Okay. Like I said, the jetpack's a little difficult to use. So we found a secret. Apparently this is 2 secrets. Pretty much all the secrets in this level are at the end here. So you get another riot machine gun. I don't really know if these guys are too much of a threat while they're up here, but, you know, rail kills are rail kills. And this is my favorite kill that I think I've ever gotten in this game. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty cool, right? Now, right over here is where the level would end if I could actually just fly away. But instead, I have to beat up a certain amount of pre-crime guys because, you know. So try to keep the red guys off of you as best you can. Keeping some distance can be helpful. Again, the guys with the machine guns are going to be your biggest threat. So keeping them far away makes them a little less accurate. You can see one guy stuck on the tree back there. But the rest of them are kind of spread out, so that kind of works to your advantage. I tried to use my riot machine gun there for some reason. It was a poor decision. But don't worry, you get a new one with the second secret here. So now that they're all just kind of sitting out there, I can kind of use the concussion rifle to knock them about. And just hope for the best. Steal their money, beat them up. As long as they're not on their feet, you're usually pretty good. You know, they're just gonna be rolling around. So let's see, is this the last guy? No. Got his money though. Alright, so let's go take out guy who couldn't figure out how to get past the tree. It's going pretty well so far. And we'll grab a little bit of money here. This actually isn't a secret. It's just, you know, money that's just hanging out on the ground. But now that we've beat up that guy, we can escape through the subway. There were a few enemies left, but we don't really have to deal with them. So I managed to get all the secrets in this level, but you can see I had a little bit of difficulty. 9 deaths. Now, I didn't get all the money, and let me show you where that is and also why I didn't get all the money. Okay, so during this beginning part that I totally just jumped past, there's some bad guys that you can fight here. They'll kind of beat you up. They're not usually too bad, but I'm not paying as much attention as I should be. Now, you'll notice behind those grates there is some money that you can grab. I recommend taking out all the guys in the room before trying to get those grates. And I think you get about $125 if you break open all the grates. I didn't do it because it's pretty boring, as you'll see here. So one option, you can knock a guy into it. You can also try to shoot it, but you have to do it just right so that it hits the wall and doesn't phase through it. Yeah, it's a little easier said than done. And the other option is you can punch and kick it, but this takes a while. If I would have done this for all the grates, it would have been a pretty boring video. There's another one over there that I believe has a riot machine gun in it. And the last two are in this part here that I said, you know, get above, get up high so they can't beat you up. There's a grate there, and then yeah, there's a grate across it. Now the other thing is, while I was running through here with the jetpack, being all cool, knocking people over, if you mess up and one of those doors closes, it's not the end of the world. See, I got stuck on the wall. Oh no! You just gotta stop, hit that button, and then you can move on. So not too bad, but, you know, you do get shot. You can see I lost about 1/3 of my health that way. So yeah, that's it for Minority Report. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe. We will have more levels coming. And check out some of our other videos. We got all sorts of people doing all sorts of cool stuff here. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in level 6.